Almost. Yes! I made it. I'm on the leaderboard. Hey, Vive. Take a photo. So, you've built a killer game in VIVERSE, and now you want players fighting for the top spot? Leaderboards are one of the easiest ways to keep people coming back to your worlds. Today, I'm going to show you how to set up the VIVERSE Leaderboard SDK so your players can battle it out for bragging rights. First things first, what are we actually measuring here? Are we going for speed runs, high scores, most enemies defeated? You need to know this upfront because this changes how you set up everything on the back end. For this example, I'm going to be using this game called Chip Collector. It's got 3 difficulty modes: easy, medium, and hard. And we're tracking the fastest completion time for each one. That means we need 3 separate leaderboards, 1 leaderboard per difficulty level. All right, let's get these leaderboards created. Head over to the VIVERSE Studio, hit the Upload tab, find your world, and then click SDK Settings. And then you're going to want to add a new leaderboard. The API name is what you'll reference in your code, so make it something you'll remember when you're writing your scripts at 2 a.m. The display name is what players actually see in game, so make it clean and readable. Since Chip Collector tracks down time to the millisecond, I'm going to be selecting milliseconds for the data type. If you're tracking points or hits, you'd pick integer instead. For sort type, we want the fastest times at the top, so that's ascending. If you were doing something like high scores, you'd flip that to descending instead. And since we only want to show each player's best time and not every single run, we set the update type to update. This overwrites their previous score if they beat it. All right, cool. That's 1 leaderboard done. Now, rinse and repeat for the other 2 difficulty modes. Create as many as you need based on what you're tracking. Next up, we'll need to add the VIVERSE SDK to your project. Since I'm working in PlayCanvas, it's actually super easy. Just go to your project settings, click External Scripts, and paste in the SDK URL. I've got the full SDK URL in the description below. Just copy it from the tutorial page and paste it into PlayCanvas. If you're building in Unity or another engine, don't worry, the SDK integration docs are in the description below. Now for the fun part, designing how this will actually look in your game. You'll need UI elements like frames, text fields, and buttons. I made mine in Figma, but use whatever design tool you're comfortable with. I've already got everything imported into my scene. Since I want to show all 3 leaderboards in one menu, I added 3 buttons, 1 for each difficulty mode. Players can just click between them to see the different rankings. Your leaderboard menu needs at least 3 text placeholders. You need rank, player name, and score. The SDK will populate these automatically in the leaderboard data. If you're tracking different stats, just adjust the labels accordingly. I also threw in some scroll controls since I'm displaying the top 50 players, plus some labels and a mode indicator that updates based on which leaderboard you're viewing. All right, now for the code. We need to write an MJS script to handle posting scores and pulling leaderboard data from the VIVERSE, and this part is important. Make sure you use .mjs format, not regular .js. I have messed up so many times by using .js and not MJS format. If you're not super comfortable with the code yet, no worries. You can actually use the PlayCanvas Editor MCP to help you out. I've got a full tutorial on setting that up linked in the description. Once you've got the MCP server running, you can just explain your leaderboard structure to the AI agent. Make sure to include those VIVERSE documentation URLs so it has all the context it needs. The agent will then ask you for your world's app ID, and you can grab that from the overview menu in VIVERSE Studio. Once it has everything, it'll write and tweak the script for you. Once your script is ready, just attach it to any active entity in your scene and publish your world. That's it, you're done. And there you have it. Leaderboards are an incredibly easy way to add that competitive edge to games and keep players coming back to climb the ranks. I've got more tutorials coming, so make sure you're subscribed and don't miss them. Catch you in the next one.